So, dear students, we are going to perform the experiments of computer aided engineering. So before we proceed for the performance of these experiments, first we will go through the curriculum of computer aided engineering. So this is the syllabus for the 2019 pattern. So the weightage for the practical is 50 marks, computer aided engineering, with the code 302050. Now we will straight on move to the contents of the practical. So term work. The student shall complete the following activity as a practical using any commercial FEA software or open source software. So we are going to use the open source software for performing these experiments. Total 9 experiments are there, and the last experiment is on presentation on advanced applications of FEA. So the open source software that we are going to use is FreeCAD. Okay. And so this FreeCAD is an open source software that you can download it from the internet, which is freely available. So in the Google you can search with the download FreeCAD. So you will came across with this website www.freecadweb.org. So you can open this website. The current stable version of the FreeCAD is 0.19.3. So from here you can choose the platform, the operating system which your computer system is having. I hope that most of the students are having Windows operating system, so you can download this Windows operating system version and you can install it. Once you have installed the FreeCAD software on your computer system, you can see this FreeCAD 0.9 shortcut on your desktop. So you can open this software from here. So with reference to the syllabus, the first experiment is 1D bar element structural linear analysis. So you are supposed to carry out the structural linear analysis, but the type of element that you are supposed to select is 1D bar element. So this experiment we are going to perform with the FreeCAD software. So now this is the graphical user interface of the FreeCAD software. So you can start your experiment by clicking here. So in the upper left corner you can see this button, create a new empty document. So you can click on this button. So here in the tree you can see the application with the default name and name. So here at the bottom you can see the subtree. So here under this label you can change the name of the experiment, which is 1D bar element structural linear analysis. Okay. So here the drop down menu is provided. The default option is start one. So from this drop down menu you can select the sketcher. Okay. So before we proceed for the performance of this experiment with FreeCAD, so we will go through the statement of the problem. So the question is, determine the nodal displacement of 1D bar with uniform cross section as shown in the figure using elemental matrix equation. The length of the bar is 100 mm and the area of cross section is 150 mm square. The value of Young's modulus is 200 kilonewton per millimeter square. The bar is fixed at one end and the force 1000 Newton is applied at the free end. So you are supposed to find out the nodal displacements. So we will try to carry out this experiment in the FreeCAD software. So first we will create the sketch of the bar. So here from the drop down menu I have selected the sketcher option. So you can click on this button, create a new sketch, which is available on the left hand side. So click on this sketch. So here in the lower right corner you can see the coordinate axis, x axis, y axis and z axis direction. So with reference to this axis you can select the particular plane. So here I will select the xz plane. So this x and z. So I will select the xz plane here to draw the bar. So OK. So now the length of the bar is 100 mm. So from here you can select the create a line in sketch. So click on this button and from here you can draw a random line. So I have drawn here line. So here you can select the horizontal distance between 2 points. So this constraint we are going to apply to this line. So I will click on this button and select this line. Okay. Now length of the bar is 100 mm. So I will enter here value 100 and click on OK. Okay. So now we can close this window by clicking on this button. Close. Okay. So now here you can see the bar of 100 mm length. Okay. So now a mouse is required for making use of this FreeCAD software. So make sure that if you want to move this line or bar to the center of the screen, the CAD option is there at the bottom of the screen. Okay. So the navigation style is CAD. So here you can click the middle button of your mouse, click on the line and drag it to the center of the screen. Okay. So the different options which are available in the navigation style are CAD, Revit, Blender. So if you want to rotate this object, then you can use the Blender option that we will see later on. So now you are finished with the basic drawing of the bar. So you can move to the FEM option. So from this drop down menu you can select the FEM, finite element method. So now different options are available here. So first you can click on this A symbol, creates an analysis container with standard solver Calculix. Okay, the solver which is available with the FreeCAD software is Calculix. So you can click on this A button. So here in the tree menu you can see the analysis. If you expand it, you can see the solver CCX tool. So now after that you can click on this sketch, and from here we are supposed to create the FEM beam cross section. Okay. So click on this. Now the cross section of our bar is circular. So from here we will select the circular one. So in our problem statement, the cross sectional area is 150 mm square. So with reference to that, the radius comes out to be this 6.91. So obviously the diameter is going to be 13.82 mm. So with the diameter 13.82 mm, you will get the cross sectional area 150 mm square. So click on OK. So now after this we will apply the constraints. Okay. So here with reference to the numerical, the left end of the bar is fixed 1. So what we will do, we will select this button, create a FEM constraint for a fixed geometry. Click on this, select the left end, this point, left end of the line or bar, and click on the add the sketch vertex 1. So after this, click on OK. So if you zoom into it, you will see that the left end of the bar is fixed 1. Okay. So now a force of 1000 Newton is applied at the free end. So you can apply the force with the help of this button, create a FEM constraint for a force acting on the geometry. So select this point, then add. So sketch vertex 2. Then the load here is given in our question is 1000 Newton. So you can enter the value of 1000. Okay. So here you can see this, the direction of the load is along the Z axis. We want this load along the X axis. So what we will do, we will select this line and click on the direction button. So sketch edge 1. So you can see the load acting along the positive axis. Click on OK. So now take this bar to the center of the screen. Now after this, click on sketch and apply the G mesh. So create a FEM mesh from shape by G mesh mesher. So from here we are supposed to select the one-dimensional elements. So max element size is, our length of the bar is 100 mm and we want only the single element. So here we will enter the minimum element size as 100. Say for example, if we will enter here 50 value, then 2 elements will be created. So up to the middle portion first element, and from middle to the right portion second element. If you enter here 10 value, then the 100 divided by 10 means 10 elements will be created. So here we have entered maximum element size and minimum element size as 100. So only single element will be created. So apply and OK. So here if you click on this, so see this FEM mesh G mesh is gray option, so its visibility is off. you can turn off and turn on the visibility of any atom in the tree by clicking on the space bar button on the keyboard. So this FEM mesh Gmesh is visibility is on now. So you can see its sub options here at the bottom tree options. So here you can see that the nodes are 3 and edges are 1. Only single element is there, one edge. Okay. So now we have created the FEM mesh. We have created one element. We have created one dimensional element. So now click on this Solver CCX tools, and from here you can select this option. So on the right hand side you can see these small 2 arrows. So this button is there, changes solver attributes and runs the calculation for the selected solver. So click on this button. Okay. So from here, working directory you have to keep as it is, the default one. Analysis type is static analysis. Click on the write.inp file. Okay, so here you have got the error message as no material object defined in the analysis. We will click on OK. We will close this window. So again we will click the sketch, and from here on the right hand side of the A symbol, here you can see the create a FEM material for solid. So click on this. So from here I will select the Calculix steel. The different types of materials are available. So in our problem statement, the Young's modulus is given as 200 kilonewton per millimeter square. So from here the default values are the density is provided and the Young's modulus is provided. So if you want to change this value, you can click on this use this task panel, and here I will enter the value as 200. Okay. So now you can see the kilopascal. So as in our numerical it is given as 200 kilonewton per millimeter square. So we will make it megapascal. So now it is 200 kilonewton per millimeter square. Young's modulus. Poisson's ratio we will keep as it is 0.3. Once we have made the change, so here we have selected the Calculix steel. Now once we change the value of any value, whether Young's modulus or density, then the material name will change and it will change to transient material. So click on OK. So here in the tree also you can see the material solid. Okay. So now we will click on this Solver CCX tools. So on the right hand side the 2 small arrows are there. We will click on these 2 small arrows. Click on this change solver attribute and run the calculations. So static analysis we will select, write INP file. So here you will see the message write completed. So now after this you can click on this run Calculix. Okay. So the Calculix is running. Here you can see the message in the window. You will have to wait for a few seconds. So now Calculix done without error. Okay. So now you can close this window. Now we want to see our results. Okay. So after this you can click on this Solver CCX tool and you can click on this, the second option, which is runs the calculation for selected solver. So click on this button and you can see the results option here. 2 files are created. Okay. So you can click on this CCX results, and here you can see this button on the left hand side, on the upper side, shows and visualizes the selected results data. Okay, so click on this button. So here the different options are there to view the results. The first one is none. Second is displacement magnitude. So the displacement minimum is 0 mm. So obviously this 0 mm displacement is going to be at the node which is at the fixed end, and the second maximum displacement is 13.48 mm. So obviously it is going to be at the free end where the 1000 Newton load is applied. Okay. So now you can see the von Mises stresses. So the minimum value is 25.84 megapascal, which is going to be at the fixed end, and maximum value is 29.65 megapascal, which is going to be at the free end where the load is applied. So you can see this here displacement. You can see you can click on this show button, okay, and you can see this displacement here, the animation of the displacement. Okay, so here our experiment is over. So once you finish with this basic experiment, so you are supposed to write down the results in your manual. Okay, whenever you will prepare the experiment manual, you are supposed to write down the results. So while writing down the results in the tabular format, so few parameters here you have to change. You are supposed to change the load from 1000 Newton to 2000 Newton. For 3000 Newton you are supposed to find out the displacement. So second changes you can make, second parameter which you can change is in the material solid. Here you can click and you can double click on it. So okay, so here you can change the density, 3 different values of density. So you can click on this button to change this density value. Okay, and here the Young's modulus also you can change for the different density values. So 3 density values and 3 Young's modulus. So for these 6 different values of the 3 different parameters, the first one is force you are going to change, the second density you are going to change, and third Young's modulus you are going to change. So for change in these parameters you are going to find out the displacement here, results in the displacement magnitude, and that you are supposed to write down in the result table. I hope that you have understood this experiment very well. Okay, thank you very much.